Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we've got some WWE news. There could be more cuts coming next week. So Logan, thank you. This is interesting because we did get some cuts recently, but actually Brian Alvarez is saying that it's not budget issues. It's the fact that they've kind of got 130 people in developmental. They're sort of maxed out. And if they want to bring more people in, well, they've got to kind of say goodbye to some people. And really, if you're not progressing at a certain pace, if you are being a little bit slow in your development, WWE will part ways with you to free up the space so that they can bring in other new people. So it's, I suppose in a way, it's not just about money. Obviously, they can only deal with so many people at any one time. They can't just keep adding and adding and adding and adding. So I do understand that. It's quite interesting to get a bit of an insight what's going on and why these cuts are happening. So that's the big rumor that's kind of doing the rounds at the moment. Unfortunately, that means that there could be more cuts coming next week. So we'll have to wait and see, but there we go. A little bit of an update in regards to why we've been getting the cuts that we've had recently. Mitchell, shout out to you. Look at this. Look at this. I know that Dominik's got his arms covered and his fingers and everything. I don't know about his chest. I don't know that I've ever seen him shirtless. I don't know that I ever want to see him shirtless. But we've got a neck tattoo right there on Dominik, which I always think is such a bold thing to do. Anything on the face or the neck. I mean, pretty much everything else you can sort of cover up, right? But like on the neck, I mean, that is bold. So I actually think this is pretty big news, honestly. I know that if you want to get a tattoo in WWE, you've got to get it like cleared and everything, because obviously this affects the renders, the marketing, posters, all the graphics. Like obviously action figures are going to need to have this added now. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It looks to be a lucha mask. I can't tell what lucha mask. I did see some people saying that it was a mask that he might have wore in the past. It certainly doesn't look like it's Ray's mask. So, not sure what it's actually of, but it does still seem to be lucha wrestling related. So, there we go. Brave, honestly. Not something I would do, but saying that, I don't have any tattoos anyway. Okay, Ryder, shout out to you, said, look at how many tickets moved when they dropped the price. Smart fans know to wait last minute. So this is Smackdown, and here you can see that Smackdown this week, they've sold 9,000. They're set up for 10,000, so there's still 1,000 tickets left. But they have managed to sell over 1,000 tickets in the past 7 days. The cheapest tickets now, $54. That's gone down from $91. So it was $91. They dropped the price to $54. They've managed to sell 1,100, nearly 1,200 tickets in 7 days. So there we go. They've only got 1,100 left. Are those going to sell at this new lower price? Is there a lesson that wrestling fans can take from this? You know, is it a case of just hold your nerve, don't buy the expensive tickets? If everyone does that, they will drop the price. Then you'll be able to get it at a much better price. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. So, Ryder, thank you. Jordan, thank you. A second Nigerian drum fight could be incoming. So, yeah, this was a live event. So, here is Omos and Oba Femi. Mate, chaos, carnage. But how much do we need to see this? This was a live event, but sometimes they do things on live events if they're actually going to put it onto TV. So I think there is a chance we could get Omos. Maybe Oba's in the ring saying he doesn't know what's next for him after losing the championship. And then maybe Omos's music hits. He comes walking down. I mean, it could also just be a bit of fun for the live events. But yeah, man, that'd be so good seeing Omos and Oba in a match. I think people would be really on board with that. Omos has kind of built up a little bit of a cult following, actually. I see more and more people asking about Omos. When are they going to use him again? What's he up to? And it's kind of funny because go back a few years and people really were not keen on Omos. When he was like teaming with AJ Styles, people were a bit frustrated. They thought AJ deserved better. But actually, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And there's like a mini Omos movement now. So I'm down for Omos. I'm down for that. Right, did you catch what Seth Rollins said to Stephanie? So take a 1990, thank you. So I didn't hear what was said, but apparently he said, like, enjoy having that belt. Becky's going to be coming for it soon. So he was just sending a message to Stephanie about her world championship, that Becky will be coming for it. And obviously this has prompted speculation. I don't really think there's much to speculate about. I sort of feel like that's what Seth should say, because of course he's standing there with Stephanie. She's got a world title. Obviously, he's looking at that thinking, my wife would like that, right? The Vision would like to add another belt to its collection. So, of course, he's kind of come out and said, you know, enjoy it whilst you can. Becky will be coming for that soon, because that's exactly what he should say. I don't know that he's revealing plans. I don't know that he's actually kind of, you know, spoiling that we're going to be doing that match soon. I just think Seth is saying what Seth should say. So apparently that is what he was saying to Stephanie in the ring at the end of Crown Jewel. Certainly, there's other people saying, is she going to forfeit the belt and all this kind of stuff, like forfeit the IC belt? I certainly don't think that. I think Becky is going to want to be Becky 2 belts. She'll want to have the IC and the World Heavyweight. So I certainly don't think she's got any plans to forfeit her current title. But again, I don't even know if it's going to go that way. I just think that's something Seth said because it's the right thing for his character to say. And then this is Raw, obviously. So Raw is coming up in a few hours at the time of recording this. We'll be going live from 6 a.m. Eastern. 6 a.m. Eastern, that is going to be 11 a.m. UK time. Raw starts at 8 a.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. UK time. So it's really early again because once again we are in Australia. So here's a bit of a preview. It might even have happened by the time you see this. So Bayley and Lyra are taking on Roxanne and Raquel. We've got an Intercontinental Championship matches. Dirty Dom, without his neck tattoo there, taking on Penta. And apparently we're going to hear from Seth Rollins. So yes, very interested to see what is going to be coming up because, of course, we are coming out of Crown Jewel and there is lots to talk about. Lots of twists and turns took place, of course. So, you know, what's Asuka going to say to Kairi? How's Bayley feeling? You know, is she going to turn on Lyra? What's happening with Roman and Jay? How's Seth feeling? How's Bronson feeling after getting a win over Roman Reigns? Is Paul Heyman going to be in full gloat mode? I would imagine he is. So looking forward to that. We'll see what they've got. That show really not that far away at the time of recording this. Okay, Javon Evans says he's unsure if he's ready to leave NXT for the main roster. He said he trusts the higher-ups. So he just basically says, I know that if Triple H, Nick Aldis, they know what they're doing. Sean knows what he's doing. So if they see something and they feel I'm ready, then let's catch the football and run with it. I think that I just want to learn as much as I can in NXT. My main goal is to be the best ever in wrestling. So I feel like in NXT, that's where it starts. I just want to learn as much as I can. So yeah, really refreshingly honest from the young OG. He wants to be the greatest ever. And he doesn't know if, like, you know, it's better for him to be on the main roster, be in NXT, but he trusts Triple H. He trusts Shawn Michaels. And so he should. I think they have both got his best interests at heart. So, yeah, Javon shining once again at Bound for Glory. Absolutely fantastic match. Unfortunately, the end disappointed a lot of people. Banger match. We even ran out of time. Crowd were upset. Santino came out and says, let's have 5 more minutes. And so they kind of didn't restart the match, but they gave them a bit more time only for Dark State to interfere. And honestly, people hate that moment, right? There's so much noise online, so much anger online because it was a banger and it got ruined. But here's Osiris from Dark State saying it was a 5-star ending. So Osiris certainly was a fan of what Dark State did. Right, Jordynne Grace was not impressed with the fact that Kelani Jordan retained, and Jordynne Grace was like, oh, brother, right? Here, look, exposed in the IWC said, what's this? Hating on Kelani? And Jordan responded saying, if she can tell me who all the Grand Slam knockouts were in TNA off the dome, then I'll stop. This is a good response. Well, you want to be NXT champ, so can you name every single NXT women's champ in history in order without Google? And Jordan was like, all right, buddy, who asked you? That's basically like, leave me alone. Yeah? Just leave me alone. Why don't you focus on the title that I don't know, the company you work for? And Jordan's like, you get it. Yeah, you get it. So Kelani was able to retain that TNA Knockouts Championship. Jordynne Grace just throwing a little bit of shades. And here Kelani responded, hi to my biggest fan. Little smile and a wave for Jordynne Grace. So there we go. Little bit of a reaction to that result. And wow, lots of reaction to this result. So the Dudley Boys lost to the Hardys. They took their boots off in the ring and they gave the boots to the Hardys. It was so cool. It was such a great moment. Just real sign of respect. And if you think about everything these two have been through, all the different companies they've worked for, all the different championships they've won, what an amazing moment that was. Bully Ray saying thank you. The end. Wild Child Billy says yes, happy tears, because Mike Santana is the new TNA World Champion. Mike Santana able to get past Trick Williams and get that TNA World Championship. Right, yeah, this is crazy, mate. Sportskeeda Wrestling says Uncle Howdy reacts to John Cena's tribute to Bray Wyatt at Crown Jewel. So they've actually got Uncle Howdy, the Uncle Howdy account. They just posted a red circle. And Sportskeeda think this is the actual Uncle... This is a fan account. This is a fan account, right, who have actually put in the bio that they are a fan account. This is crazy. This is crazy that Sportskeeda would actually think this is the real Uncle Howdy. Like, Sportskeeda fell for a fan account. That's a fan account. Metal Mama, friend of the channel. That's a fan account. It's not him. My favorite response. That is flipping crazy. Uncle Howdy reacts to John Cena's tribute, and it's just, and you can find out so easily that it is a fan account. So crazy. So Edward, thank you. Right, Edward, thank you. So here's Kairi. Kairi says, this is not Halloween makeup. Look at that. Look at that. This is not Halloween makeup. So Kairi showing the effects of that Crown Jewel match. Right, next up, Aaron, thank you. So here we've got Speed at the Performance Center. So breaking, Speed just posted on Instagram wearing a WWE shirt and holding a clapperboard that says Speed Goes Pro. Now, Speed Goes Pro is like a new show that he's doing, I believe, which I don't know if he tries different professions. And so is he here maybe trying WWE? So I believe this is him filming an episode for his show, Speed Goes Pro. You can see Sheamus in the background. So it looks like Sheamus is going to be a part of this. Whether it's actually building towards a match that's going to be on screen or if they're just having fun at like the Performance Center, no idea. But there we go, Speed in the Performance Center. So Aaron, thank you. And the last thing here, yeah, this was interesting from Dave. So Dave said, I think the choke slam that was in Cena AJ. I think that might have paid tribute to Kane because they had a feud on Raw in the 2012 Royal Rumble and it led to the ambulance match at Elimination Chamber. So maybe the chokeslam was for tribute for Kane. Maybe the tombstone was the tribute to Undertaker. I think a lot of people, myself included, looked at the chokeslam and the tombstone as both being tributes to Undertaker. But there probably is a chance that one of them was actually a tribute to Kane. There's probably a chance of that. I don't know, of course, because John hasn't told us. But yeah, that's I'm picking up what you're putting down there. I can see that, so appreciate it, my friends. Right, we've got a couple of things in the fun folder. Talking of tributes, this is also quite fun. So, Alan, thank you. So, here's James Ellsworth. He goes, yo, AJ, thanks for paying homage to me, because we all know that you never got to work with HBK. So, you're not using sweet chin music. You're using my no chin music against John Cena, which again is really fun, isn't it? It is true. AJ used sweet chin music, but he never actually faced Shawn Michaels. I took that as sweet chin music, and I took it that it was a tribute to Shawn because obviously John has faced Shawn. So I kind of felt like they were paying respects to, and it didn't matter if it was AJ or if it was John. But, you know, I do like what James Ellsworth is saying here. You've never faced Shawn, so you must have been paying respect to me. And I really appreciate that. So there we go, James Ellsworth. Yeah, the no chin music. So good. So good. It was exactly the same move, but just James Ellsworth doing it. Very, very good. So really like that. Alan, again, thank you. Tagging me in this. So here we've got a little bit of AI. There's the MFTs. They are back and very much celebrating. Look at that. Look at the unity, eh? They're in good spirits. They took out Sammy. They took out Shinsuke. They could have took out the Wyatts if they wanted. But boom. It is true. This person here is like they made JC as tall as Tala. It is true, isn't it? Tala's obviously much, much taller, but that doesn't really quite come across, does it, with AI? So very good, very fun. Ah, there she is. EO getting to live one of her dreams. So Johnny said a Quokka Wallaby met EO Sky. EO said that she always wanted to meet one of these. And so there she is kind of living her dream. So that's very, very cool. Fly music. Thank you, my friends. Yeah, so this 6-7 meme, I don't understand where it's come from, but I understand that it is a meme and people are having a lot of fun with it. You got to remember, I'm a boomer. I'm also in the UK, so I don't know where this originated. But what I do know is that people do that, yeah? I think, didn't Nia do this the other day in a match? She did that, didn't she? Was it in the Tiffany Jade match? She was like doing that. And that's got something to do with 6-7. And so, yeah, no way Oba just did the 6-7 meme. So this is at the live event. There's Oba on the outsides, right? There we go, look, 6-7. 6-7! There's no way Oba just did the 6-7 meme. And Oba said, yes. Yes, I did. And I was trying to see like where it originated from. It's not this. I don't know what that is, but it's this. No idea what 6-7 means, but and there another 6-7. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just become a meme, hasn't it? So there we go. I don't know if the kids are doing it at school, but there we go. Oba doing the 6-7 meme. Right, there's Kathy Kelly. She's obviously not really got any shoes, so it did make doing a shoey a bit of a challenge. So there's Grayson, Bailey. They all agreed to do a shoey. And what Kathy did was she kind of took off her, I don't even know what it is, like a sandal. She kind of took that off. She like scrunched it, and then she did a shoey out of that. Respect. She made it work. She made it work. Very good. There we've got Lyra. So, Johnny, thank you. There's Lyra in a cage. So, the bird lady in a cage hanging around Perth, I love you. So there's Lyra in a cage, and this was my favourite response right here. I'm really hoping this will be a thing now where people take this image and they actually put her in different situations. So there she is in Harry Potter. I wanted to bring you more, but I don't, this is the only one that someone has made, unfortunately. So very, very good. I did enjoy that. And Shakeem, thank you. I really appreciate you sending this over. So I wasn't sure what this is, but it looks like it's some new merch. So let's have enough. Triple H's thought said that's enough internet for today. So let's have a look.
Now the rock can smell what I'm cooking.
Don't really get it. I think it's an air freshener. She says now the rock can smell what I'm cooking. So I'm thinking it's probably like for the kitchen. The way it's shaped, I'm thinking you probably turn the bottom bit and it's probably like salt shaker, which would make sense, wouldn't it? Because you'd find that in a kitchen. So, you know, you could turn that bottom bit. So, and, you know, she's joking now. He can smell what I'm cooking in the kitchen.
Now the rock can smell what I'm cooking.
I don't know how it stands up. Obviously, it seems to have like a curved...
Now the rock can smell what I'm cooking.
Seems to have like a curved bottom, doesn't it? I tell you what, though, could hold quite a bit of salt, couldn't it? Quite a bit of salt. I might get one of these. I'd probably want to get two, actually. One for the salt, one for the pepper. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she's made it herself. It does. Yeah, wow, look at that. Look at that. Matthew here saying, where can I buy this? I'm asking for a friend. Rock bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because that's the rock bottom bit, and that's the bit where the salt and the pepper would go. So, brilliant. There we go. Brilliant. So, I don't know if they're going to be available, but maybe they'll be on WWE Shop. They might put it on WWE Shop, so. Right. Okay, here we go. This is Casey. Casey and family. They were at TNA. So, little message.
Hi, Wrestling Daze community. We're here at TNA. Lyra, Weiss, and Mr. Casey. Enjoy the stream.
It's really cool. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I thought there was some really brilliant stuff on the show. So shout out to you guys. Brilliant. Right, let's do thanks. Let's get out of here. I think we're all racing over to WWE Shop after what we've just seen. So, right, Big OG Pro Gamer, Chanel, Uncle Rebel, Silverback, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Chris Knowles, Huddle Talk, He Who Smiles, Claire Webb, It's Kaz, The Wrestling Warrior, He Who Smiles, and Ty Sinister. There we go. That was Unseen. Really appreciate the support. Obviously, a little bit of a quiet day today because, well, I think the superstars were recovering after Crown Jewel. Obviously, the big focus for the wrestling world was Bound for Glory. And, yeah, in a few hours, we've got Raw. So don't miss out on Raw. It is on earlier. We are still in Australia. So I'll be back in a bit with that stream. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye for now.